Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna walk through my new workout, what I've been doing. I'm gonna show you what my workouts consist of and what I ate after each of those workouts. So I've switched from doing a heavy 5x5 routine back to doing isolation movements, but I have still been incorporating the 5 main compound lifts. So I tried something new this time. So I did 4 sets of 8 reps with lighter weight on all the isolation movements. And then I did 5 sets of 4 heavier reps on all the compound movements. It worked pretty well this week, but by Friday I was failing some of my movements. And I think the mix of all the heavy stuff and the lighter, more endurance type stuff wasn't a great mix for me, so I probably won't continue doing that. I'll probably do all the compound movements, 4 sets of 8 on lighter weight. Also, from now on, you learn. So Monday was a chest and triceps day. I started out with bench press, which I did heavy. Then I did rope push downs, which I did as an endurance workout. Did 4 sets of 8 reps. Then I did push-ups. Then I did the leverage incline bench press. It's more of a chest press. Then I did some bench dips, which I love, probably my favorite tricep workout. Then I did the rope pushes, but I did them over my head. Same kind of movement as the first ones, just a little different. Then for dinner, I broke up some broccoli, chopped up some carrots, chopped up some tofu, and drained some of the water out of it with a paper towel. Threw that all in the cast iron pan with some coconut oil. Hit it with some onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, and ginger. Pepper, some soy sauce, and I added a little bit of water to it to make kind of a cohesive sauce. Then I microwaved some leftover rice with some water to keep it moist, plated everything up with some sriracha, and ate it standing in the kitchen like a weirdo. Wednesday's workout was legs and shoulders, so I started off with squats, the hardest exercise for me and the most important, so I did it first. And then I did the second most difficult and important one, overhead press. Then I did the seated leg press for 8 reps, 4 sets. Then I did shoulder flies, which is probably my favorite shoulder workout. And then I did hamstring curls, which I did pretty light just to kind of stretch out my hamstrings, not really a rough workout. And then the last thing I did were barbell raises, barbell front raises. So for dinner, I diced up an onion, I cut up some zucchini and Light Life hot dogs also. I don't know where the footage of that is. I found some of this corn and quinoa pasta, boiled that, mixed up all the veggies and the hot dogs in a cast iron, threw in the pasta with a good amount of the pasta water. The reason you do that is the starch in the water really brings everything together as a sauce, and it's really delicious. I put some spices in that too, some pepper, salt, garlic, and I put a bunch of nooch in it also. And now listen in to see how I enjoyed it. It's kind of cheesy. Pasta's good too. Tastes like regular pasta to me, at least in this context. All right, Friday was definitely a rough workout for me. Maybe I was just tired from work and just life, maybe not sleeping enough, but it was a back and biceps day. I throw deadlifts into that day also, just because I don't want to do them on the same day as squats. So I started out this workout with 5 sets of chin-ups. Then I moved on to 5 sets of deadlifts, which were feeling really weak that day, so I didn't do that much weight at all. Then I moved on to some heavy barbell rows, which I also dropped weight on because I wasn't feeling great. Then I did some decline lat pulls. I do a close grip and I bring it up to my sternum and really hit the top middle of your back. Then I did some regular lat pull downs, which hit your traps. Then I closed this workout out with some machine rows. Then for dinner I combined a can of pinto beans, some diced onion, some nutritional yeast, some frozen kale and spinach, some panko breadcrumbs, a flax egg, which I made for the first time ever, some spices, garlic, curry, cumin, pepper. Hit it with some olive oil, and then a little more water to bind it. Mashed all that up. Potato masher did a good job, but I eventually had to switch to the fork to really grind out those beans. Threw some leftover potatoes in the cast iron with coconut oil. Made patties out of this mixture. Cooked them with no oil in my nonstick pan. They turned out pretty well. They didn't stick together as much as I'd like. Got some mayo and sriracha on some buns. Topped it with some avocado. The patty was a little bit big for the bun. Still good. And here's my reaction. Corey! You can tell I enjoyed what I made because my natural instinct was to yell upstairs to my roommate because I needed her to try it because I thought they were so good. But yeah, that's what my new workout routine looks like. On my off days of lifting, I went for runs on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've got about 4 miles in each of those days for some cardio. That's really what I'm focused on right now. I'm focused on running, kind of shedding some of the fat I have on my body. Kind of want to feel fit and trim. So that's what I'm doing and that's what I'm eating. Thanks for watching. EA the V, out.